wrestling, but boy, they sure have got the physical attributes.
Does it feel good to be back in the Impact
The only
Zone
thing
again?
for sure about Sting,
There's nothing's for sure.
It's
Ladies and gentlemen, CAC TV, the David difference. Oh, what a difference that Dave makes with the icon. No introduction needed. We're talking about the legendary Sting. Sting, how are you doing?
I'm doing really, really good. It was a great time here. All the people with CAC from Brian on down. I mean, the staff everywhere, all the people, all the fans. Everybody's up. Everybody's happy. And I learned a whole lot about CAC, a whole lot of things I had no idea about what they do and how they support many in need.
Right.
Wrestlers that have come upon hard times, maybe have cancer and sick and all that. And anyway, it's an incredible organization.
Yeah. And we definitely appreciate you being here. And you've been through like every era of this, not every era, but you've been through a lot of eras of this business. Like, what is some of the biggest evolution that you see or things that you miss about when you began?
Well, when I began, I learned from characters like Macho Man Randy Savage, who was completely over the top with his character. So, I mean, I did add some of that, and I liked it. I love the flamboyancy and all the color, and I miss some of that. Now, over the years, it seems like a lot of the guys have just turned kind of gray.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of has the same kind of color,
Yeah.
and even in their personality, it's not just their gear and what the colors that they wear, but it is their personas and their personalities, and
100%.
everybody just kind of seems the same. When I first got into the business, it was good guys, bad guys, it was baby faces and heels,
Right.
and man, I think that really makes a difference. I really do.
Well, you're definitely one that continues to evolve, and I got to know what's next for Sting or Steve.
Well, I signed a multi-year deal with AEW. Obviously, not to wrestle anymore, but it's like a licensing deal, a Legends deal, if you want to call it that.
Okay.
So, and I'll do appearances with them on and off, depending on what they want and all. I've done real estate. I did real estate before I ever was a pro wrestler. So I've always loved real estate. A lot of people say, "Oh, are you a real estate agent?" No, I'm not an agent.
Investor,
No,
is that?
Investor. I was flipping houses before the term flipping houses was a term.
All right.
1031 exchanges, like-kind
Yeah.
exchanges, and all this kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I've actually I made money in real estate before wrestling. So I'm doing that again, and I love it.
Well, tell me that. So, wrestling is a passionate thing. You got to be passionate to be in it, especially for as long as you've been doing it. And people always say, well, they can walk away. They're retired. They're done. And I mean, at some point you have to. But like the roar of the crowds, the energy that you're around, are you going to miss that? And how will you fulfill that?
Anyone who would say that they would not miss that is a liar.
All right.
So of course I'll miss that, but I'm never going to come back to wrestle again. I know that. No, I mean I did retire with WWE, but I also said the only thing's for sure about Sting is nothing's for sure. This isn't, this is just see you later, basically. So I did leave it open-ended pretty much. I didn't really want to retire at that time. It was kind of like a mutual deal that I did with WWE at the time. Vince wanted me to retire under his umbrella.
Yeah.
So
I can imagine.
yeah, and at the time I was okay with that, and it was 5+ years that I was retired. But I came back because, again, like I said in my little speech there, that I got that phone call from Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes, and
Right.
want to come back and play one more time. And so I did, and the rest is history.
There you have it. And so for everybody that still wants to take her Sting, that's not going to happen in WrestleMania 45, anything of that nature.
No.
Not gonna happen. All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Powerful talk up there. Like, it touched me. Like, I understand your path, your journey, and like, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you for everything that you brought to the business, everything you brought to the planet, man. You're a magical guy.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.